Psalm 24, I'm going to read the first 2 verses. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and those who dwell therein. For he has founded it upon the seas and established it upon the rivers. You go on to read the rest of the psalm and it's all about the glory of the Lord. But just think about that for a second. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. All of the earth is the Lord's. Not to mention just that, but those who dwell on it are his. The earth is his, everything on the earth is his, and all the people on the earth are his. The whole world belongs to God. Nobody owns the Grand Canyon. God owns the Grand Canyon. Nobody owns the Rocky Mountains or the Appalachian Mountains or the Carpathian Mountains or any of the other mountains in the world. God owns those mountains. You don't own the land that your house is on. You may have the deed to it that was written here on earth, but God owns the land that your house is on. Nobody owns the oceans. God owns the oceans. Nobody owns the world. God owns the world. We do everything we can to try and own stuff, don't we? To think we have authority, but we don't. God alone does. You do not own your own life. God owns it. He's given it to you to have, to use, but he ultimately owns it. So since he owns it, he gets to say what it's used for. You don't. Since he owns the world, he gets to say how the world is supposed to work. You don't. The earth is the Lord's, and all those who dwell on it are his. You are his. So don't live your life trying to own yourself, trying to establish your life on your own. The Lord owns you, so submit to him. He knows what's best for you. He knows what is good for you, and he loves you. You're his. You're not your own. You're his.